My presentation is for the Nonprofit Leader of Finance interview, and I chose to talk to a finance person from United Way. In this assignment, we will find out how well the board knows the financial aspects of their organization. It is very important for your nonprofit organization to have their board financially educated. If not, it needs to be addressed. And that can be in many ways. It can be bringing in consultants. It could be having onboarding of new members. It can be seminars, many different ways of getting your board up to speed. For my interview, I chose Valerie Scheckler, who is the Director of Finance and Administration of the United Way of the Berkshires. Some of the questions that I asked Valerie were, when are the financial reports and finance-related data presented during a board meeting? And she told me they were done in the beginning and that they also had to do with importance of the issues, but they were not rushed and they were usually in the beginning. The next question I had to ask her was, does your board have training? And she said that it was onboarding of new members when they started. Do the board members have an understanding or balancing mission versus money? She said yes, that they knew about the mission, that they wanted to have an equal between mission and money. Do staff members understand the basics of nonprofit finance? She told me that the supervisors of each section definitely knew and were trained on the financial aspects, but it was up to them to disperse it to the staff members. Does the organization conduct routine assessments of financial health? And she said yes, that not only is there meetings with the board, the whole board, but there's also a financial committee that does quarterly meetings along with monthly budgets given to each. Do you have a financial plan? Yes, they have a 3-year strategic plan, and it is pretty flexible if there's any kind of adverse reactions or adverse problems, and that they like to address them so they can get on proceeding forward. Is there a budget? Yes. Is there an annual audit? Yes. Some additional questions that I asked Valerie was that the organization, did they have a plan for annual operating surplus? And she said no, that they did not have a plan for surplus, especially in the last few years. The last one was, does the organization have a plan or does it react as a crisis occurs? And as I said previously, that they had a 3-year plan, strategic plan, and they also are very quick to change things if needed. Unlike some of the other students, I did not have deep access to the financial material as the previous students. I did not work for this institution. I do volunteer for the United Way, and I'm not privy to internal workings of this nonprofit, but I did go onto their site, and there is a link to the financials, which they are very transparent. There are 990s, impact or annual reports and audits from 2012 to 2018, so there's plenty of financial information right in front if you go to that link in that site. But some of the things that I did pull out were they invest $2.09 million in our county, 32 communities, and there's 5,075 donors, and 17,977 lives have been impacted, and that was from 2018. They take corporate individual donors. Very interesting. They've been serving the Berkshire County for over 90 years. Some of my key takeaways from this interview of finance leadership was that the United Way has full transparency of the financial data on their website. They try to have onboarding of new board members. Their boards, they have good understanding of finances. The department supervisors, they have a good knowledge of financial plan with disbursement to other staff members. There's a finance committee. It meets quarterly. They give the board full financial reports along with monthly budget reports. They have a 3-year strategic plan which aligns mission and fundraising goals. There's a strong command of financial position with quick action in adverse situations. In summary, the United Way of the Berkshires uses a lot of traditional and transparency within the institution. I feel that as an organization, they are pretty knowledgeable. Most staff is pretty knowledgeable about financial concerns. And the board is pretty much educated, and as in a large nonprofit, they seem to have all of the tried and true practices in place. Thank you very much.